everyone, today I've got a bit of a different video. I don't think I've ever done this before. This is kind of like a photo ready makeup look, something that you can wear for photo shoots, photo days at school, if you just want to look good in photos in general, clubbing, whatever. I created this look. It's very photo friendly, flash friendly, so you're not going to come out looking like a ghost after you get the photos back. I really focused on making the eyes look really nice and big. The face is really nice and contoured, so you get the best effect after your photo comes out. You know, you're not going to look flat and white and round. I'm actually wearing this tonight because one of my friends has a photography assignment and I'm going to be her model, so I thought while I was doing this it would be a good, you know, opportunity to show you guys what I do if the case ever comes up that I have to look good for the camera. She requested nude lips, but of course if you want anything else and do it, just don't go too out there. Make sure it's classic, timeless. You don't want to look at your class photos 20 years later and be like, what was I thinking wearing that bright purple lipstick? If you want to hear my tips and tricks, then stay tuned. So the first thing you want to do is prime your skin, and I would normally use my Lioeli BB cream, but because that has SPF in it, we do not want to use anything like that because SPF in flash photography is just gonna bounce straight off your face. Like the flash is going to bounce off your face, make you look really white and pale. So something with very little or no SPF in it is great because it'll leave your face looking the same color as your body. You won't get the white ghostly effect. I'm going to be using MAC's Prep and Prime. It just looks like this. It's just a primer. You can use anything without SPF in it. And a primer is just going to make your makeup slide on a bit nicer and maybe make your makeup last a little bit longer, but it doesn't really for me. It just really makes my makeup go on nicer. I have pretty good lasting power with my makeup if I use a primer or not. It's also going to smooth out any dry skin. If you have any dry skin, dry patches, make the skin surface a lot more smoother so that your makeup goes on nicer, as I said. Now I'm going to take a makeup setting spray and I'm going to spray it on my face now because this is going to help my foundation last a lot longer without going patchy or cakey or anything like that. And I'm using the Skindinavia one. I have to hold my bottle upside down because the pump's broken, so don't mind that. This is optional. Well, obviously every step is optional, but I'm going to be using a pore balm, and this one here is by Lioeli and it's called the Secret Pore Rich Balm. And it looks like this. This is from Hikasankari NZ. Basically what it is a balm that you put over any large pores on your face, so it's going to smooth them out. You won't be able to see them in the flash photography, those little dots on your face, and uneven skin surface and stuff like that. It's going to make your foundation glide over it without, you know, sinking into any fine lines, blah 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 blah. So you can put it around your eyes as well. I sometimes get fine lines underneath my eyes just because I have squinty eyes and I don't wear sunglasses often enough. I love this one. It's so thick. It like feels like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just so thick and amazing. I'm also just going to run a little bit over my rough skin scarring. It'll make my foundation slide on even nicer. Obviously in photos you want your foundation to look flawless as possible. Next I'm moving on to my foundation. I'm going to be using my Stereo Fix Fluid. This has SPF 15, but I find that it doesn't really have too much of a problem with flashback. It's probably more like SPF 20, 25, 30, stuff like that that you need to be worried about. This seems fine for me. Photoready by Revlon is a really good one. Anything with no SPF will be great. So this is just what I'm using. Then just buff this into your skin. Now I'm going to take a little bit of concealer. This is Dermablend Cover Cream, and work this under my eye. Do not use too much. You do not want it to cake up and wrinkle underneath your eyes or anything like that because it'll show up in the photos. So it's best to use your fingers to warm up the product. It'll make it melt into the skin better. If you use a brush you might have a bit of cakiness and it might not blend in properly. It might crease later on. I'm also going to put it on top of my eyelids to get rid of discoloration. I'm going to run it down the centre of my nose just to highlight the centre of my nose, make it look a bit more straight because it is a bit crooked. Brows are so important, especially in flash photography, because everything on your face is going to get washed out a little bit. You need to put on a little bit more makeup than you normally would just so that it shows up to the same intensity once it's been washed out a bit with the flash, if you know what I mean. If you don't do your eyebrows, your face isn't going, like, I don't know, like, just look at my eyebrows now and then afterwards, it speaks for itself. Even if you've got nice eyebrows, like I don't think my eyebrows are bad, but once they're filled in they just look 10 times better, and in photos it'll really frame your face and just make you look a whole lot more nice. Be careful not to overdraw them in though, don't make them too thick or anything too different. You don't want to look back on photos and be like, wow, what was I thinking? You want to keep all your makeup nice and neutral and timeless. Like, look at the difference. Obviously I look a bit scary right now because I don't have any eye makeup on, but at the end of it, it just makes such a big difference. If you've never done your eyebrows before, make sure you practice. Don't just do it the first time on the day of the photo, because there's a chance you might mess up a bit. It takes a while to kind of get the gist of your eyebrows, like how to fill them in perfectly and what works best for you. Powder, I'm just going to use Studio Fix powder. Use whatever you want. I just love this one. Make sure you have your face pretty matte, because if you have too much shimmer or dewiness to your foundation, it's going to pick up on the flash intensely. It's going to be twice as intense as what you see in the mirror. Now for contouring and bronzing and everything like that, it's very important, again, because the flash is going to wash you out. It'll make you look more 2D rather than 3D, so you want to create some more shadows in your face so that it appears slimmer, not so flat and round. So I'm taking this bronzer and I'm just going to apply this around the outside perimeter of my face. And already you can see the difference from this side to that side. So do the other side too, of course. And then I'm going to take a darker powder. I'm using NARS Laguna, and I'm going to contour with this. And this is the part that's really going to slim down your face a lot and help with the flash. If you want to see a more in-depth video on my contouring, I do have one up on my channel. It's called like how I blush and, how I contour and bronze or something like that, I don't know. Just search contour. And this is where I'm going to do something a bit different also, something I never do. I'm going to contour my nose a bit, just because otherwise my nose looks twice as fat in like the photo, because it kind of makes these shadows down here disappear, so it just blends with the rest of my face. So we want to accentuate the shadows, so pretty much all you're going to do is just run some bronzer straight down over your nostrils, and it'll also make your nose look a bit longer and straighter and slimmer. Remember to start off with a little bit of product, because it's easier to add more bronzer than take it away, and you do not want like a big brown smudge on your nose. Okay, so I've got one eye done. I just wanted to show you the difference, because the aim of this eye makeup for photography is pretty much to make my eyes look bigger, as big as possible pretty much, because it just looks nicer in photos, like the bigger your eyes, I don't know, just works out that way. So I did this look here, which is really nice and brightening, still got the darkness to it, so it's going to give you nice contours with flash photography. This would also look amazing in black and white photography, so I'm going to show you how to create nice big eyes with big lashes right now. The first thing you want to do is start with the base so all the colours are really intense and last, you know, a while, because you might be taking photos for a while, or if it's just for school or anything, you want it to last until the photo is taken. I'm putting it underneath my lash line too, because we're going to put a little bit of colour under. I'm going to start with my highlight shade, and I'm using Foxy from the Naked 2 palette. It's just a matte highlight colour, so just use any matte highlight colour that you own. And then I'm going in with Tease, which is just a slightly purple toned brown matte colour. Just take any matte brown that you have that's deeper than your skin tone, maybe 2 or 3 shades. I'm going to sweep this in my crease. Now I'm taking the colour Hustle, and you can use a matte colour. This one's slightly shimmery, but it's not too over the top. It's not super frosty or anything like that. You don't want anything too shimmery, but this will do fine. And I'm just going to put this pretty much like, if you can feel like around your eye, you can feel like, you know how you can feel your crease, you can also feel around your eye to the side. So I'm going to press it in that hollow bit. If you feel with your finger, you can feel like the gap between the bone and the eye, you know what I mean? You want to go in there. I'm going to press it in there and then into the crease also. I'm not going to bring it too far in like an outer V, because I want there to be as much lid space as possible. That's where we're going to put the lightest colour to catch the light and make our eyes look really, really big. Now I'm taking a pencil brush with that same colour Hustle, or any dark brown colour that you're using, and I'm going to bring this really close to my lash line underneath, and I'm going to bring it to about halfway. So already my eyes look a little bit bigger just because we're elongating them with the colour at the sides. But now I'm going to take my shimmery colour. I'm going to be using Phloof by MAC. It's just a really light shimmery beige pink colour. Just use any shimmery colour you want. Even if you're using the Naked 2 palette, use Booty Call, anything like that. And then I'm going to press this onto the lid. The reason I'm doing this last is because it means that we don't blend it out too much while we're doing the crease colour. Pop a ton of this on the inner corner too, especially if your eyes are quite close set. It's going to brighten them up and kind of widen the gap between your eyes and your nose. And then bring it just underneath my eyes to brighten up a little bit more. Now that that's done, I'm going to line my waterline with a flesh coloured pencil. It's going to widen my eyes up even more. You can use a white if you'd like, or even something like Cottage Cheese by NYX that's a little bit shimmery and quite sheer. That's going to look nice also. This one is Stila's Kajal Eyeliner in Topaz. Now I'm going to line my top lash line with some liquid eyeliner. This one's by e.l.f. and what I'm going to do is wing it out to the side. If you can see, it's just going to elongate your eyes even more, and it kind of makes your lashes look even fuller. I really don't have any technique to do my eyeliner. It really is just all about practice. I don't necessarily go straight up to my brow bone, even though that kind of worked out that way. But I don't do a straight line, like harsh line like this. I kind of curve it up like an eyelash would curve. And I find that it looks a lot more flattering on my eye shape. Now what I'm going to do is a little bit of a trickster step. I'm going to take a pen liquid liner because they're really easy to control. This one here is the Maybelline Master Precise Liquid Liner. And it's just literally like a little Sharpie. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from the outer corner and I'm going to draw right underneath my lash line. Like line my lash line underneath where that colour is in the tight line. And I'm going to go like maybe to where the white of my eye ends, you know, beginning with my, I don't even know. You know what I mean? Just go over like a third or so. That'll do. And it just joins up from the black line on the top. Then what I'm going to do is actually draw in little lashes, and it's going to make my eyelashes look super full. I'll zoom right in on my eyes so you can really see, but for now you just kind of draw them. Just use really short quick motions. It'll help you feather out the ends easier. And then of course lashings of your favourite mascara. I'm just using the Falsies. Love this one for volume, and that's really what I look for in a mascara. And then of course put tons on your bottom lashes also. So that's done, but you can see that this eye looks even bigger, and that's because of my falsies. I'm using non-brow lashes, and these are number 9s. What I've actually done is just cut the lash in half because the full lash is going to be a bit too intense, especially for my eyes. So I'm using half, and it just looks like this. Looks nice and winged out, and that's what you want. Once you've got your lash glue on there, all you want to do is kind of bend them to shape. I also have a video on how to apply false eyelashes if you want to check it out. And then once it's nice and tacky, I usually wait like 5 minutes for my glue to get tacky. I just put it on a round bottle. I put it on the glue, and just left it there for like 5 minutes while I did my eye makeup. And that makes it really nice and easy to apply afterwards, after it's dried. And then what I actually like to do is I like to put the outside right down, and that elongates your eyes. Even if you don't have any eyelashes there, it really elongates. Make sure you practice this if you've never done it before you actually wear them out for the day. So I will place them down and then kind of place it on my skin, not even on my lash line, and that'll like wing it out. I don't even know if you can tell, but it's just elongated my lash line a lot. My particular photographer requested that my lips look fairly neutral and nude, just for the look that she's going for. So I'm going to start by using a bit of a brighter lip liner, and this one here is called Dolly Pink and it's by NYX. It's really nice. It's pretty much like a hot pink, but I'm going to wear a nude over it, so it's going to tone it down. And then I'm just going to use a nude lipstick because that's what she wants. I'm using Myth by MAC. You can see it looks a bit crazy at the moment because you can, I'll show you, you can clearly see the line around my lips. So what you do after that, once you've got the lipstick on, you take your eyeliner, your lip liner again, and then just feather it out. This will make your lips look really nice and pouty as well. For blush, my favourite way to apply it is with a duo fibre brush, and I'm going to take just like these two colours and mix them together. I like mixing blushes, they look more natural. And then I'm just going to apply this like a really small amount because I really don't want too much going on the face when the eyes are so intense. But you just want a little bit of something there so you don't look ghostly after the flash goes off. In the photos you want a bit of colour. Just don't go too overboard. Maybe if you really want your blush to be visible, like you want it to look like you're wearing blush, wear a little bit more blush than you normally would, but I just want it to look like I have a bit of colour to my face. And this is what the makeup looks like now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I'll show you some close-ups now. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Please thumbs up if you did. Make sure you add it to your favourites if you've got photo days coming up anytime soon or anything like that. Let me know what you thought of the video down below in the comments, and I'll talk to you in 2 days. Bye!